Hey, what's going on, guys? So I've got some big news for the next Naruto game. I'm not talking about Ultimate Ninja Blazing. I'm talking about something a little bit more different, a little bit more complex than that. So I'll be putting a link down in the description below so you guys can check out the article. But according to Saiyan Island, 2 new Naruto games have been trademarked by Bandai Namco. The first is the Naruto Storm Trilogy, and the other is Road to Boruto. So for the first one, the Naruto Storm Trilogy, my guess that it's most likely going to be a compilation of the first 3 Storm games all together in one box. Probably for previous gen consoles and current gen consoles, if not only current gen consoles. Remember, there was actually a Storm Trilogy released in the UK about a year and a half ago, I think, which consisted of the first 2 Storm games. So this makes a lot of sense for them to make a Storm Trilogy consisting of all 3 games as a follow-up to the release in the UK, so multiple regions can get it, not just the UK. Personally, I think it'd make a lot more sense to go with the current gen consoles, since Storm 4 is on current gen consoles, so it would make sense for people that haven't played the Storm games, that only own a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, to go back and play the history of all the old Naruto games, Storm 1, Storm 2, Storm 3, on PS4. As for Road to Boruto, this could end up either being a handheld or a console game. It's not being branded as an Ultimate Ninja game, it's just called Road to Boruto. It's not like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Road to Boruto or anything. So personally, I think it's going to be a console game, just because Road to Boruto is such a new character now, and a lot of people are going to want to see games for this character and story for his character. So a handheld game wouldn't really do the job. Whenever there's like something major in like the Naruto stories, that gets transferred over into like an actual console game, like the Storm series that covered the entire Naruto story. But like if it's something like a handheld game, most handheld games for Naruto, at least from the ones I've played, usually have their own story. They do follow a little bit of like the canon material, but they usually have their own story for that. So this is why I think this sounds like it's going to be a console game. As for who could be developing it, I'd say CyberConnect 2, since they've had the most success with the Naruto games in the Storm series. There's no other series that comes close. I think the Clash of Ninja and Clash of Ninja Revolution series probably were the next closest thing, but they're still pretty far off. So that's why I think CyberConnect 2 could be working on this. If it's not CyberConnect 2, I'd still like for it to play out as Storm series did, with the same type of gameplay mechanics and combat system. So if the series ends up being some kind of handheld, which I really hope it isn't, but if it is, then I'd like it to be like the Ninja Council games, Naruto Ninja Council 1, 2, 3, all of those, since those are probably the most successful handheld Naruto games that I've played. I haven't played all of the handheld ones, but I've played a good chunk of them, and I think Ninja Council was one of the best ones that they've had. That's all I've got for you guys. Just a quick update letting you know that 2 new Naruto games, Naruto Storm Trilogy and Road to Boruto, have been trademarked by Bandai Namco. There's no current news as to when either of these will release or when we'll get some sort of trailer or announcement for these in the future, but this is all we have for now. If you enjoyed the video, then smack that like button. As always, appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to see more content like this. See you guys next time.